Hi everyone, sorry I'm late, but the pizza was late. I know that's no excuse, but I was starving. How's everybody? I'm gonna open up the chat so I can read it because I can't see that far. Well, I can, but not good. Hi, yo, Patty. Oh, I don't have to type it in because I'm so used to typing it in there. Okay. Hi, yo, Patty. Well, let me turn the sound down or else we're going to have an echo. I'm so used to typing it in there. All right. The other day, I made a bunch of these squares, Christmas squares, from a bunch of strips of fabric. I think my grandmother made binding with it. So I'm going to sew these together into 4 patches and hopefully get enough for some placemats to give my sister-in-law for Christmas. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me make sure everybody's on, or all the lights are on. All right, I'm going to point this down a little bit so you can see the machine. Maybe move it over some. All right, that's good enough. Oh, are these all the same? No, they're not the same. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to sew these together 2 at a time. Oh, crap. Well, we'll see if it works. I got this burgundy thread because I'm working on another project. So I don't know if it'll work or not. I might have to change thread, which I really don't want to do. And I'm pretty sure I squared these up the other day, but I couldn't tell you. Here's my seam guide. I have my non-stick foot on. I think this thread's going to be too thick. Oh, great. The cats are going to start fighting. No, no, kitty. I'm going to check this before I go on, because this is an awful thick thread. Although they won't come apart, that's for sure. Well, it seems to be working. Bubba, leave kitty alone. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep on with that thread because I'm too lazy to change it. Seems to be working pretty good, so. Hi, Gypsy woman. If you just joined in, I'm just sewing 2 squares together of these binding strips that I sewed together the other day. Or at least I think they were binding strips. They were just a bunch of fabric from my grandmother. I have this burgundy thread in because I'm making a bag, but I'm not going to change it. So, and sorry I'm late, but we had pizza delivered and I wanted to get some before it was gone. So I'm just going to sew these. do these opposites. But I'll show you the bag I'm making. The video's in the progress. I just ran over it. This is the lining I'm using. And I did a zipper overlay because I saw a video for a zipper pocket inside with the vinyl on it. So I'm going to try that. And all I did was I just traced my zipper template. Let me unhook this and I'll show you what I came up with so far. I took the quilting square that I had out of these fabrics. I only had enough for the front and the back, so I couldn't really do anything. So this is going to be a tote bag, but that's all I've gotten so far. So that's the front, and it's pretty much the same on the back. And this is all vinyl. And I still have to put foam on it and quilt it. But I've never quilted vinyl before, so I'm probably just going to quilt the middle part. I'm not sure. Oh, you have that template? Isn't it cool? Yeah, I have that one, and I have another one. It's on the wall that has all the different size of zippers, and it has the 1/2 inch and the 3/8, and I think it goes from 6 all the way up to 12. So that's nice. I gotta make sure I'm grabbing the right piles. Nope. And I finally got the all clear from the doctor, so I can start putting together the baby quilt, the batting and everything. But I have to get out the Swiffer because I don't have room up here, so I have to do it down in the dining room. Or, yeah, dining room. So I have to get out the Swiffer first. And I didn't have time for that, so. And I don't think I'll videotape that because I have no idea what I'm doing. That'll be like the first one. I think I'm sewing these the wrong direction. I thought I squared these up, but I must not have did it right because those two don't line up. So, I'm not too good at squaring yet. I've got to keep practicing. I ordered a couple more rulers, but that have like the diagonal down for the squares, but yeah, this one's off too. So I guess I will square them up before I make another patch out of them or something. See, these line up good. So. And I ordered from, what do you call it? Fabric. I don't know. Let me grab it out of my purse. I ordered a sample. And the sample was only $1.99. I can, well, where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's from Fabric Direct in New Jersey. But they had this, it's called Spun Poly Canvas. And it seems to be sturdy, but it's real soft. Because I usually use canvas lining. So I got this sample and I'm really liking it. And it doesn't seem to fray or anything. So I think I'm going to start using these in my bags instead of that heavy duty canvas. I mean, I'll still use it in some, but when I want a more softer, I'll use this. Oh yes, I made that purse. This is the one from More Me Know. But I messed up this part. This is supposed to go clear down like that, but I didn't pay attention to the directions, so I made it my own thing and just, I had a snap clear up here, so I just put that tag there. I did another one right. It was red and black, but my mother took that one, so. Yeah, I get more compliments on this bag. That and the other one too. But I've never really made any quilted totes, and I'm getting kind of, not sick, but tired of making the same old thing, so now I'm going to start making quilted ones, and hopefully they'll turn out. All I know how to quilt is with like a walking foot, so I haven't tried the free motion yet. And then I have some quilts downstairs that need done, but I didn't make those. My mom bought them from her friend. They were her grandmother's and her friends, like older than her. One still needs quilted, and the other one, no, two need quilted. One was a grandmother's garden. It's already finished. It just has one little spot on it, even just an age spot, so I got to soak that spot. And the other one, it looks like it was done by a machine. It's a log cabin quilt, so I want to do that one, and it's all like browns. But then there's another grandmother's garden quilt that was all done by hand and still has the papers in it. So this winter I'm going to see if I can't learn to quilt by hand and do that one. Whoops. And I'd like to give it, well, she was getting rid of it, so I doubt she'd want it, but I'm going to take it over and show to the lady, you know, that because her grandmother made it. And if she wants it back, I'll give it to her. If not, I still want her to see it. So. What's everybody else working on today? I'm not well, I got this purse to finish, or that giant tote to finish, but let's see, what else did I start? I think that's all I started besides this and all these other squares over here. But I have all these squares, but they're not squared yet. At least I don't think, no, because you can see them sticking out. And these are all fall fabrics, even though they don't go along the greatest. But these are all those ones I got from the garage sale. Oh, you finished 2 quilt tops. That's good. Then I got this. And then there's that one. And I'm hoping all those will go together to make something fall. But these all have to be squared yet. That's the last. Then I have all these little pieces that were cut off and some smaller ones I can use for borders or work on a string quilt. I like to use every little piece of fabric. I don't like to waste it. Like that pile of vinyl up there, I'll cut it down into normal sizes, like for zipper pulls or zipper tabs. Or the scraps, what I do is if I put in a magnetic snap in something, I'll use the magnetic snap to stabilize it. So that way I don't ever waste it. Welcome everybody if you just joined. Oh, you can feel free to share your link if you have a channel. It might not show it right away. I might have to go in after the broadcast when I release the replay and put it through then. So, but feel free to share your links. I have the Nightbot, but I haven't figured out all the way how to use it yet. So, I made some commands today, but I don't know if I did it right or not. Ooh. And after these few projects here, I bought this book here. It's Make It Christmas with 3 Yards. Because I saw Handmade with Ying, I think, and maybe So Becca. Somebody was working on it. And So Becca had a link for this on Amazon, so I bought it. I want to make the evergreen, which is this one here. So, I don't know who I'm going to make it for, but somebody in my family. They'll need it. I'm thinking maybe I can make it for my brother's, or not my brother, my grandfather's brother. Because he gets cold a lot. So I thought, well, that'd be kind of cute. And I think I have subscriber only mode on. So if you can't post, that's why. Since my daughter's busy, she can't moderate for me. So I didn't want any... What part of the world am I in? I'm in Ohio, in USA. Whoops. That started sewing. So it'd be Northeast Ohio. Yeah, I feel bad for anybody in the hurricane's way. I just hope everybody's safe. I'm going to do it this way. Well, this block was definitely not right. I must have stretched it while I was ironing it. That's all I know. I'll get better at these, keeping them straight. But I ironed them like twice. You'd think I'd get something right there. And I ironed them, you know, to the dark. But I think before I make the 4 patches, I will switch my thread out. All right, thanks, Mary. Yes, you want to pay attention in the phone store. There's so many different choices. Is anybody else working on anything? After eating all that pizza, I usually only ever eat 2 slices. I ate 3. I was starving. I could actually use a nap myself. Why do I say the words different? I used to live in upstate New York, but I left there in 1998, so I don't think I still have the accent from there. Oh, you grew up in Pittsburgh? Well, that's not far from where I'm at. I think I can get there in under an hour if the traffic's good. My daughter was going to go to college in Pittsburgh, but she didn't want to have to live on campus. She'd miss me too much. She said she'd miss her cat, but I think it's just me. Oh, a 500A Singer. That's an old one. If I ever get this room around up here and get my bed out of here, I'll bring up my vintage machines and show everybody, because I want to start sewing on them. Especially my grandmother's featherweight. I really want to try that out, but I'm so nervous to break something. I want to make sure everything is cleaned, oiled, and the electric and everything's good. I think the 301A I bought, it was good. Even the foot pedal was clean inside. All the wiring looked good. But I still bought another foot pedal just to be on the safe side, because it had a button that you just push down on, and I didn't think I could work that button. Oops, went wonky on that one. Yeah, she had 2 featherweights, and when she passed, my mom said I can have the one she actually used, but the other one they sold. Well, I actually sold it for her to a lady that was at a sewing expo up in Cleveland, and she drove all the way down here to buy it. And then I bought a Singer, was it something 15. As an old black one, beat up thing, but boy does that thing so nice. And then of course they found one in her barn, so I have it down there too, but it's gonna need a lot of cleaning, and I haven't checked the wiring because I can't rewire, but about all I can do is clean them. But it's kind of hard to find anybody to work on the older machines anymore. They just want to sell you a new one. Well, the new ones don't last. Well, this one's been pretty good, but I've only had it, I don't know, maybe a year and a half. Oh, the button, yeah, I can't stand that. It was either full throttle or nothing. I just couldn't get it, so I bought a new one. And I also bought some new the new plug that goes in, but one of them needs, you wire it to something, so I gotta find me a good place to do that for me. That was for the one I bought off Facebook. I had a Kenmore, really nice with all the cams. It had the Tower of Power and everything. But it just didn't sew fast enough for me, so I sold that to a lady. And then I had one other machine of my grandmother's it was a Good Housekeeper. It was really good, but I could not figure out how to thread that thing for nothing, and I couldn't find a book on it. So I don't know if so I ended up selling that to another lady that makes dresses. And she mails them somewhere overseas. I got her article somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it. I've moved this sewing room so many times. I had it downstairs, which was nice. It was just off the living room, but try and film with teenagers running through and their friends, and then of course all the dogs and everything. So I moved it up here, thinking I'd get more peace and quiet. No, everybody just comes up here. So yeah, I don't know what these blocks are called with just the strings. I know you can make it with strips because I made a tote bag out of strips. I made the everything bag from Missouri Quilt, and that is nice. I took it on my weekend getaway, and that thing would hold a lot. And that was a fun bag. I even did the pocket with strips instead of a different fabric like they suggested. Well, I'm done with those. I think then I'll have to put these together. I have more Christmas fabric somewhere, but I don't know where. Because I inherited so much fabric from my grandmother. It is just unbelievable. So I'm going to try and use it all. I gave away a bunch, but I kept all my favorites. Is anybody else working on anything? I'd love to hear what you're working on. I wish we could just all talk right on screen, but I don't know how to do that either. I'm learning. But this really, chatting helps break up the monotony when you're sitting here zooming along. Well, I'm not really zooming because I don't want to hurt a finger here. If anybody else has a channel, feel free to share your link. Or if you can't share a link, just say the name of your channel. And then when I redo this video, which I'm not going to edit it because the first time I tried that, I lost everything. So, but I will put your link in there right underneath your comment. So when this is over, people can find you. Yes, I am subscribed to yours, Gypsy Woman. But you never know. There might be some other people watching that aren't subscribed to yours, and then we can get them to subscribe. And then I have a ton of the pre-made zippers. I don't know if they're I think they might be number 3 zippers. They're YKK zippers that I bought when I was first making wristlets. So I'm going to try and use those up making little change purses or whatever the size of the scrap. I can fit it to the size of the pouch. But I still have a backpack to make for Christmas. My mother wants another one of those More Me Know bags, but she wants it in all black. So she can use her fancy strap she bought at Party On or something. They had some super wide straps. And she likes those. You use the zippers for pillow back? Oh, so they can zip up the pillow. That's a good idea. I never thought of that. Because I had them all in all the different sizes. I had one of those trolleys, and I had it written on all the drawers. Well, then my daughter wanted the trolley, so I scrubbed and got all that off, and then I threw them in a cube because I'm not good at organizing neatly. So she took that. Well, then she didn't want it, so I got it back. Well, then I ended up selling it on Facebook. And I had them hanging downstairs I had them hanging in one of those over the door things. I had them all in there. But I don't have, my door here is full with all my cosmetics and, you know, all that kind. Oh, that's a good idea, but when I first started doing this, I had no idea. I just bought everything. But that's what I do, the easiest one. Get the largest one, and then you could keep it out of your project and then just cut it down. And I have tons of zipper by the yard, but I put all that away. I bought some from that AliExpress. They had this zipper by the yard. It was pink, purple, like a light blue, almost a turquoise. And then the zipper teeth weren't, you know, the metallic. It was like, or tie-dye like all the other ones. So I can't wait to make something with that. Which I think I'll make myself something. Of course, that other purse, that was the first one I made for myself in a long time. I did that, oh, what's it called? Sunrise wristlet. That one I liked. And I made the clementises one year. Everybody got one for Christmas. So, and those are nice little wristlets. Now, I don't know if I want to use these because these have thin, well, I might as well. I got a few left, so. These look way smaller than those. Oh yeah, I must have cut those 4 inches and these 5 inches. That's what happens when you're tired. So I will save those couple there. And I have this, I thought it was Christmas. Well, I guess it does have, but it has pears, so I can't use that for binding. So I'll have to find something else to use. Excuse me, taking a drink, but I'm thirsty. Oh yes, the number 5. Yeah, that's the, you buy them in the big, like this. You buy them in the, like that, or these ones I got from YWAC because I needed the red with the gold, and it comes in the little packages. Then I bought some, like this gray from, this is number 5, YKK zipper chain from Ohio Travel Bags. And it's nice too. But I love the psychedelic ones. This one came with all the zipper pulls, but I don't remember. Oh, this one. Oh, this must be from More Me Know because it has the little witches in there. What's her cat's name? Her older cat. It's got her little kitty in there. Halloween. I can't remember the name. It's blank right now. So I'm going to leave that out. I might use it on that bag there if I put a zipper. But yeah, those come in handy. Oops, this isn't right. Do you use the zipper jig or do you use one of those little plastic ones? I use the zipper jig. Oh, here's the pink I was telling you about. Oh, that's the wrong size. I just think that is so pretty. Now, do you burn your edges too to keep it from fraying? This is all full too. Oh, I'll show you the webbing, my favorite. One last show and tell. I got this webbing because I'm going to make myself a turquoise bag. Oh. Oh. I bought these zipper pulls, but I don't know how good they're going to be. But I thought they were really pretty. In my show and tell video, you really couldn't see them. But they got a nice little, it's like a, almost looks like a wreath with rose and stuff going around it. So I'll be anxious to see how long they hold up. Oh, no, I don't have any issues sewing it at all. I don't have any issues with the zippers or the webbing. This machine goes right through it. The only time I had an issue was when I was using two waterproof canvases and this. I was getting skip stitches. So once I switched over to the walking foot, then I didn't have any trouble. Oh, the 2010. Yeah, that's a nice one. I have the 2000 QI. I'd like to get the 2010, but I don't have any more room in here. But anytime I really struggle, I get out that old Singer black one that's down there, and it'll go right through it. Or I'll just put a rivet in it. Because I did my mom's bag, and I had 2 layers of waterproof canvas. I had to go over the seams, you know, by hand. But then I put the straps on with the rivet press. Yeah. I love rivets. I think rivets. Rivets. Have you tried the rhinestone rivets? I bought them Christmas before last until you said something about rivets. I forgot I had them. Yeah, those aren't even close to the same size. They look pretty. I don't know how, I don't think you would use them to like hold a strap on or anything. I think they would be more just of decorations, but they're really cute. So I'll try that, but I want to try it. Thought I'd put it on the webbing, but then I had another bag that I bought from a regular designer, you know, in the store, and it had like almost like purse jewelry on it, and it tore up my sweater, so I don't want anything on the strap. Yeah, I use Microtech needle when I use the sew the webbing, or I use the top stitch needle, and I never have a problem. And in fact, I can use this thread here from Amon, the great big spools, and it's Tech 35, and it's a bonded nylon, and I don't have any problem sewing with this either. Sometimes if I sew with like just a plain polyester, then I have trouble with the stitches like getting loose. Then I'll do another row around, but I don't use them anymore. Yes, I use 9014 needles all the time. Once in a while I use the 116, but to me it doesn't work any better. In fact, I break more needles, so I just use strictly 9014 for everything. Now, sometimes with the little piecing, I'll use a smaller needle, but I assume just keep with one needle. And then I keep whatever I'm using in my machine. I take the little thing and I stick it under there so I don't forget what needle's in there. So I've never tried the plastic grommets. I only have the metal grommets. Now I do have plastic snaps, and I actually like those better because they seem to have a tighter fit than the metal snaps. And I have the metal, the magnetic snap that you put on, but those seem looser. So with those, I use interfacing in between the layers. Yeah, I've never had any trouble with cork at all. I use Microcheck on the cork, but I sew at a 3 for regular sewing, and then top stitching I go up to a 4.5 on that. And the only time I've ever got any skip stitches is on waterproof canvas, or sometimes regular canvas if it's real thick. But if I use my walking foot on those, then I don't have a problem. And I don't like the walking foot with vinyl. I just use the plastic non-stick foot. It seems to work better. Do you use the Microcheck for the cork? I guess I should start sewing these together, because I think these are all the same size. Really? You don't have any? I do. Not with one layer, but like if I was sewing 2 layers, like to make a tote bag, and I use waterproof on the outside, and then I use another on the inside or canvas, then if I don't use the walking foot, then I'll get skip stitches. But as long as I use that walking foot on that, then I don't. But I don't like to use it. It's loud, it's clunky, and you can't get as close on zippers. But oh yeah, me too. You should see my box over there. But I like the Microcheck Sharp the best. And if I'm using a thicker thread, those top stitch needles are nice. I don't really care for the jean needles. I've tried the leather needles. I didn't care for those either. But in fact, I'm using my non-stick foot right now to piece these squares together. Oops, I just hit the foot pedal backwards and it undid it. Because I want to get that bag together today and I don't feel like switching. Hi, Colleen. You must be driving. I'm just sewing squares and chatting about zippers and making bags and stuff. Gypsy woman sews a lot of bags too, so we've been chatting. And she has the same machine as mine, but hers is newer and nicer. It has the double tension one up here. Mine only has just the one. Did you sew anything today, Colleen, or this morning? I didn't have time to get on to see if you had any shorts. Your shorts are getting a lot better. I really enjoy them. Especially those Halloween ones. Now, Gypsy, do you sell your bags? Hey, Patty and Wendy. Hi, Patty and Wendy. Oh, this one I didn't sew very good. It's coming apart. I gotta start making those, the scarves that go around your neck in a circle. Oh, infinity scarves. I gotta start making those. Yes, they are expensive to make. That's why this last batch of webbing, I went to that Allied Express and bought some stuff because I didn't want to spend any more. Oh, well, that was nice of you to go on Zoom and help a friend. Colleen. Yeah, I've sold a few of mine, but it's mostly to family members. But a lot of people don't want to pay. And I'm like, sorry. I'm not selling for cheap. You know, I want to at least get all my money back plus a decent thing. So, but the ones that appreciate good quality, they'll pay. I don't do shows anymore. I used to do craft shows all the time, but I did crocheting back then. But, well, these don't match either. Oh, and you know what? I think I just sewed those all together wrong. I did. I sewed them together like this. They're supposed to be like this. So, that was just a waste of time. Hi, Haley. That's my daughter. She says, hi, Mom. Yeah, Tula Pink's nice, but it's too expensive for me. If I was making something for a gift or for myself, I would use that. But I'm trying not to buy as much because I have all this vinyl underneath there and then the marine vinyl, which I don't like, but I got to use it up. I'm going to try a few more projects with it, and then I may just give it all away. But yeah, I messed this whole thing up. They're supposed to go sideways, so I'll do these last couple sideways. Looks like I can even them up after I take the seam ripper out and do all those. Or maybe I'll just call it a new design feature and leave it. I can use the coasters myself, I guess. Oh, I can make coasters out of them and then it wouldn't matter. Or the little mug rugs, but I wanted them to all be different. That's what I get for talking and sewing at the same time. Good thing I'm not chewing gum. We'd be all in her locker. Hi, Katie Crafts. Oh, making bowl cozies. Yeah, my family just loves those things. And I just get tired of making them. But they're easy and fun. I have probably 10 downstairs, and we use them all the time. And because it's only me and my daughter left now. So we don't do the regular, even though we should, the regular meals at the table. Her and I sit on the couch and pretty much eat there. So we use the bowl cozies to eat. So now I think I'm sewing these the right way, but then the other ones will be wrong. Well, if I get lazy and don't want to take these apart later, I could make them into a Christmas tree. Oh, Haley says, guess who has 300 subs? Well, that's good. It took a while. Next week, I'll have to have a giveaway. I'll probably give away a bag I made. Plus, I may just go through some of my supplies that I'm not using and give some zippers away and some other things. I have a couple quilt books I could give away. I buy them faster than I can read them. Oh, there's somebody spamming me. Haley, do you know how to do that? She probably doesn't. Oh, I'm missing something. Somebody must be doing something they're not supposed to. Oh, too many emojis. Yeah, I didn't know if you were supposed to do that because I went in where you said and I left those on there. Should I take the too many emojis off or? Oh, don't worry about it, Haley. Because I got one on last week's, because I have hold inappropriate comments for later. And I had one in there for, oh, what do you call it? Porn, a porn site. Well, I better not say that on here. So I deleted and blocked them. Who wants to dance? I do. Oh, it looks like Colleen's doing a lot of work. I thought you were leaving. Thank you very much. Oh, the Nightbot's deleting you. Oh, I'm sorry. Colleen, you have to let it go. Stop spanning symbols. Oh, yeah, because I left that timeout in there. You don't want to get a timeout. I'll go in and, I thought I would let you do some emojis, for gosh sakes. So I'll fix that. I don't know. Maybe I should sign in. Yeah. Colleen's in a timeout. Poor Colleen. I'm sorry. I will fix that. Maybe I should sign in to that bot while I'm live. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it or not. I even went on before the live too and was reading all the different things and made up some commands, but I don't know if they work. Let me type in. It didn't do anything, so I don't know. Oh, look at Nightbot knows I'm a newbie. They're sending me a link. And I went in and enabled all the commands except for apparently the emoji one. I don't know why they wouldn't want emojis, but I'll go in and change that. Sorry, everybody. It's probably going to take me a little while to learn it. Usually if I have something new, I have Haley show me. But she doesn't know how to do this either, so. Can't believe I'm going to have to seam ripper all these. Oh dear. Wait, this goes this way. Oh, and I'm out of bobbin thread. I wonder how long that's been going on. Jeez. Why does it always happen when you're on live? I don't know. Oh, no, it's not. It's not a bobbin out of. It's a, oh, because my needle's up, down, I mean. Oh, yeah. Bone empty. I know some people can hear it. I can never hear it when mine goes empty. But I'm not going to sew any more of these because I have to seam rip this whole pile because I sewed them together wrong. So they may just turn into Christmas trees. I could just cut them into a V and make little Christmas trees and put them together and call them coasters. So I may just do that instead. I'm sure I have other Christmas fabric somewhere that I can make placemats out of. Does anybody have any questions? If not, I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody and take this apart and then see what I can do with it. Yeah, they're all going the wrong way. They're all going up and down. And I wanted one of these to go sideways so I can make that, I don't know what it's called, but each one's different block. So I think these will make nice little Christmas tree coasters. I don't know if I still have the tree template. If not, I'll go to the dollar store and buy one of those foam little ones and then trace it. Or draw one, but I'm not good at drawing. I'd like to thank everybody that came and anybody that left their channel in the rail fence. That's it. That's it. Thanks, Patty. I've never quilted. I just started, but I hate doing stuff alone. That's why I started doing YouTube. But yes, that's what I wanted to do, the rail fence. I wanted to make a little table runner and placemats to match for my sister-in-law, because she has my old Grandma Kirk's table in her dining room, and I thought those would all look nice, because my brother got that when I moved. I don't have room. Yes, I love that pattern too. And I like it that you can make it out of strips. Although these were binding strips, just all leftovers from my grandmother. So maybe I can just buy some 2.5, what is it? Jelly roll, Christmas jelly roll, and then make hers out of that instead of this. I just thought it'd be cool to make it out of my grandmother's fabric. But I guess if I find more in her stash, I can always just cut strips myself. So everybody's going to get a little Christmas tree coaster for Christmas. Unless I decide to seam rip it. This whole stack. I don't think so. You know what? I probably just tangled it all up. All right, everybody. I'm just going to say bye to everyone. Thanks for joining me. I don't know if you had fun, but I did, because otherwise I sit here and talk to myself. And nobody listens. At least I had a few listeners. So thanks a lot. Does anybody have anything else to say before I close? Next week's live will be on Wednesday. I'm going to try to, oh wait, no. I think all three, 2 dogs and 1 cat is going to the groom. So I may have to postpone it because, well, my daughter's going to help me, but that's a lot taking all them in the same car. Thank goodness the other one isn't coming because he's a little instigator. But my cat, she's real old and she can't wash herself, so she has to go to the groom. And of course the other ones go regular, so. But here I am rambling. Yes, that's what I thought. That's why I try and make her fabric for, you know, family members, so they have a little remembrance of her. Yeah, so everybody will get a couple mug rugs for Christmas. Oh, you're welcome on the zippers. My next live next week, it'll either be later in the day, but I'll announce it on time because I think the dogs go to the groom at 2. I'm going to do a giveaway because my daughter said I did 300 subscribers. So let me know if you guys want zippers or fabric or a bag I made or different things I made. You know, I don't care either way because most of the time I just give all my stuff away after I, you know, sew it or when I have extra. I'm one of those ones. start a new hobby, buy everything you can, and then you realize you don't need half the stuff you bought. That's me. I'll tell you next week about my soap making and my jewelry making. All right, bye everybody. I'm not going to keep rambling. Oh, I think I have to turn it off up here.